everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name's Judith Taby if you're new, and if you're returning, welcome back. I truly appreciate you being here today, checking out this video. I was called to do a Twin Flame 1111 portal reading. It is a pick a pile. This is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. And then I have crystal towers. So for pile 1, be using this one. For pile 2, this one. And for pile 3, now I was asking Spirit whatever messages that needs to come through today, allow it to come through. And I will give you a moment to look at the piles and the crystals. And if nothing is still drawing you to a pile, this is pile 1. This is pile 2. And this is pile 3. So we have Divination for pile 1, Oak for pile 2, and Reaper for pile 3. I will see you at your piles. Hi, pile 1 viewers. You selected the Divination card. Number 14, Take a Breath, Take it twice. Insightful reflections are guided by light. So let's take a look at what that card says here. Keywords are guidance, reflection, and insight. Cards, tea leaves, coffee, clouds, candlelight, flowers. There are dozens of ways to embrace the art of divination, a practice used to seek guidance from the divine and part of a toolkit for centuries. It is a beautiful practice that can help you see beyond what is immediately in front of you. It can show you hidden dangers and gifts, provide new ideas, and shut down old ones. Divination is a way to seek the advice of the powers that be while also showing hidden dangers and truths. If you have pulled divination, you are being asked to explore your ability to receive guidance from the earth and the divine. Now it's time to go deeper into your practice, and you must learn to trust your own ability to feel your way into messages, as well as your ability to interpret them. This card also means there is a need to take more time to reflect. It can be easy to get lost in the day-to-day without taking time to process everything you've been through. Something as simple as pulling a single card every day, either in the morning or evening, can help you make sense of the events around you. It can help you to see things that you overlooked or consider something that you would have never have otherwise. So other forms of divination they list here are automatic writing or drawing messages received from the spirit realm while in an altered state of consciousness. Dreams, deciphering messages by the colors, people, structures, and symbols found with dreams, either by traditional dreaming or lucid dreaming. Dreaming is often considered the oldest form of divination in the world. Numerology, one of the oldest forms of divination in the world that uses the name and birth date of an individual to determine a set of numbers that hold meaning to a person's characteristics, ways to succeed in life, and how a person learns, among other things. Runes. Thought to be the invention of the Nordic god Odin, runes are stones with carved symbols that are used to answer both simple and elaborate questions. Runes can be read in a similar way to tarot by arranging them into spreads. So that is just a few examples that they gave. But this is definitely Spirit telling you to take a breath and start looking into things a little more differently. All right, let's get some cards for pile 1 viewers. Thank you. Where is pile 1 viewers stuck? What are they not seeing that they need to start using these divination tools to receive the messages? Thank you. We have several here. Okay, so we have codependency. This is a relationship addiction. You are relying too heavily on the other person for your sense of self-worth. Give yourself more self-love. Then we have observation and exposed. So Spirit is showing us that whatever relationship you're in, be it a work relationship, a family relationship, or an intimate relationship, there's a codependency that you really need to take a step back from. And they're showing me how this crow is higher up, looking down, observing. And once you start looking, like the divination said, if you start, take a breath, take a step back, but instead of, in this case, like take a step up higher and observe and find a different way to look at something, truth is gonna be exposed to you. And the owl represents wisdom and knowledge, right? So the tarot cards, what they're showing me, the Son of Cups, this is the well within yourself is half full. In this case, half empty. And you have to observe and see the truth of what's happening in this relationship. You're relying too heavily on the other person to give you value and worth and love. And as I say in many of my readings, videos, that it is not the other person's job or responsibility to bring you joy, to bring you happiness. You have to fill your own cup and drink from your own cup. So this self-love, give yourself more self-love, is clearly shown here. And it's interesting to me how the 8 of Wands all wands speak of passion and creativity. And I feel like each single wand represents a different aspect in your life, joy, happiness, success, value, worth, all these things will come from source. Like once you get into that place of self-love and self-worth through God, through universe, however you identify with your holy most high, when that connection takes place, that's what's going to spark all those things within you, not somebody else. And we have the Hierophant and the Four of Swords. Now, to me, they're showing these mushrooms representative of a fungus. It's this fungus growth that, how do I want to word this? This codependency on this relationship you have is giving you this false sense of security. The Four of Swords talks about meditation and being protected in this little security nest or security blanket. But the universe is telling you it's really a fungus growth. It's not. This is what's going to be exposed. This codependency is not what it seems. Now, no disrespect to mushrooms or fairy homes, but like this is deeply rooted. You see those roots? This fungus growth is deeply rooted, giving you this false sense. So Spirit is telling you to start practicing divination in whatever way that you're comfortable with or interested or drawn to. So you can start really observing things from a higher perspective so those truths can be exposed. Okay. Let's see. Pile 1 viewers, how can Spirit help you with this? Okay. Number 5, the Grouch. What's interesting is the one dragon looks like it's got the other dragon pinned down. You see that? Okay, number 5, the Grouch. Dragons have fierce teeth for a reason. Use them to guard your boundaries and protect your space. Snarl, growl. You're allowed to be feisty and fierce when protecting your boundaries and personal sovereignty. There's a time and space for compromise and cooperation. Now is not that time. Huff, puff, flex those scales. No one messes with you today. You get to decide when and how you wish to engage. So Spirit is clearly telling you, stand up. Stand up for yourself. Value yourself more. Fight back. Last quarter moon, I find healing in letting go. Slowly take a breath and let it go. And here, remember it said take a breath, take it twice. So this is gonna be, it's gonna feel challenging. It's gonna feel a little scary. But remember, you're the dragon here, not the other person. So take that breath and take it twice and let it go. The last quarter card asks you to release and let go of what is holding you back or didn't quite work out the way you imagined. This may be a situation, a relationship, an idea, or a dream. We all have moments of disappointment, but the key to learn and grow from them, not to hold on to them and let them not rot. Rot. So here's the word rot, and I was thinking like fungus, mold, like decay, rotting. Clinging too tightly to old pain and wounds can keep you stuck and stagnant, unable to see the beauty and love around you. Allow your feelings to flow through you so you can release them and move into a place of love. This is where you return to your inner light, which guides you through all things. So Spirit's asking you, where have you been holding onto? Perhaps letting fester and grow beyond the original size. Now it's time to acknowledge it. It's being exposed to you. Thank it for its lesson and let it go. So I'm going to not continue reading from the card because things don't happen to us. They happen for us. And there are lessons in everything. Good endings, bad endings, they're all lessons for us. And Spirit is saying, this is a time for you, whatever relationship that you're in, it's, you've run the course of it. It's time to let go and move on. But it's not from a place of anger or hatred. It's just looking at everything, saying, okay, I've learned this thing and I've learned that thing. I've learned what I don't like. I learned what I do like. I'm learning to love myself more. I understand now it's not someone else's job to fill my cup. I have to fill my cup. Okay. That's a lot of cards. Pile one viewers. The Queen of Wands. Focus and creativity. We have the Ten of Swords, which came out in the reverse. Now this is usually endings or change. So what they're telling me is this is going to be a new beginning. You standing up in your Queen of Wands energy. Remember what I said here with all these wands. We have the Two of Swords in reverse. Before you were ignoring the choices and not making a decision, but now it's being shown to you what you need to do. The Ace of Wands, life change, and Eight of Cups. Speaks of change. So there's a lot of change, like decisions, actions, choices. Okay, so I am going to pause the video and come back with pick a piles, because since this is a general reading for each of you, there could be different messages and we'll end it with the different messages. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I have pile one, which is a smoky phantom quartz. Pile two is bismuth. And pile three is spirit quartz. So, Spirit's guidance for you at this time. Pile one, pile two, pile three. So if you selected pile 1, which is a smoky quartz, it's a shame the camera doesn't pick up the phantom in there. There you go, you can see it. We have the hawk spirit. Let spirit be your guide. And you have the 4 of wands. The universe brings all I need to feel blissful. And the garnet is the crystal. So number 32. So pile 1, viewers who picked pile 1. Flying high above the landscape, the hawk sees both the big picture and the small details. Again, confirming what you need to do. When hawk spirit arrives, you are called to pay close attention to messages from spirit that it could appear anywhere in any form. Hence why the divination card came out. Maybe really start paying attention to the signs around you. You might not even be aware that they're trying to show you things. Listen to your intuition and keep your eyes open for synchronicities. Hawk Spirit asks you not to dismiss the signs that Spirit is sending to guide you. Lately, have you been hearing the same word or song or coming across the same symbol here, there, and in the strangest places? Perhaps you hear a song on the radio with just the right lyric pertaining to your query, or you begin to notice uncanny billboards, license plates, or other places where repetitive numbers or words show up for you to notice. Pay attention to the animals that appear for you and connect with their symbolism. Spirit wants to communicate and reaches out again and again. When hawk spirit appears, it's a sign to listen. So clearly, the first card that came out, the pile that you picked, spoke of how are you paying attention? So choose tarot reading or runes or just pulling a card every day for yourself. I do have a couple of tarot decks for sale on my website, which is in the description below if you're interested or if you don't have one. But it's clear that Spirit is here to help you with what you need to get out of this codependency relationship, whatever it is for you. You've got to let go and move on. And I feel like Spirit has been trying to show you and guide you. And so now this is your wake-up call, like really pay attention. You've got observe coming out. The hawk, I feel like all of this is being repetitive. And this, the 4 of wands speaks of the universe brings all I need to feel blissful. Remember what I spoke of. Spirit brings you what you need to activate those wands within you, not somebody else. So maybe if you have a garnet, start when you're doing your divination, have a garnet. If you have garnet jewelry or a garnet crystal, or visualize just the color red when you're doing your divination. Okay, pile 1, that's what I have for you. Pile 2, if you selected bismuth, we have wolf spirit, 67, turn knowledge into wisdom. And we have the tower, I surrender and know how to go forward, rutilated quartz and hematite. Okay. Is this the, it's almost the last card of the deck. Wolf Spirit leads you deep into the enchanted forest that holds the secrets to your life. Can you sense her beckoning you to follow? Asking you to take all you've learned and all you're learning and make it yours? Can you integrate it all into your body, mind, and spirit? Whatever lessons you've learned along the way, do not leave them unexamined. Be loyal to your dreams, to your soul, and to turning knowledge into wisdom and experience into magic. You are the one you have been waiting for. You are the one you've been waiting for. Be still and know that the sound of your heart beats in harmony with the whole world. The appearance of the wolf spirit is an auspicious omen that says you are truly in alignment with your destiny. Okay. Pile 1, pile 2. So the Tower card, it lists 2 crystals here. Hematite, which is the darker crystal. It's a very heavy crystal, and it's to help keep you grounded and rooted. And rutilated quartz is, I call it Cupid's stone, because it represents Cupid's arrows, all those little rutilations that are within there. A huge tower of rutilated quartz is struck by lightning. What was once solid and grounded comes apart as fire takes hold. The burning tower symbolizes loss and insecurity as 2 figures free fall toward the earth. Shocked at their predicament, the needle inclusions in the quartz symbolize their sudden pain. However, the hematite boulders around the tower set deeply into the earth suggest foundations for a new way of being. The rutilated quartz is linked with the crown chakra, our connection point with the spiritual realms. Hematite is associated with the base chakra for belonging and security. So it's saying hold the card and focus on the rutilated quartz or hematite. So I'll hold this up for you to focus on that. Sorry, it's not focusing. Spiritual growth. Recover from the tower's impact. Power, the hematite power of acceptance. Align yourself back to mind, body, and spirit. So for you, pile 2 viewers, with whatever it is that you've got to let go and walk away from, just remember that it's been you the whole time, not this person you've been dependent on. So turn all this knowledge that we're being provided to you to wisdom, and use these 2 crystals to help you through that. Okay. Okay, if you selected pile 3, the spirit quartz, your cards are Turkey Spirit, give with gratitude and grace, and the Sun, Sunstone, I am optimistic and appreciate all I have. So I guess for some of you, you kind of already knew all this and you just needed a message, confirmation from Spirit that it was time to walk away from this relationship, and this is your confirmation. You understand the learning of lessons. So you're in that Turkey Spirit's message for you is that you always have the potential for manifesting a rich reality. For the turkey represents generosity and a celebration of abundance through giving to others. Give freely without expectation and you shall receive. For the manifestation of abundance is happening right now. Align with it by sharing your good fortune with others, whether you give money, loving guidance, the gift of listening, or kindness in any form. Immerse yourself in the flow of generous abundance, being a channel for Turkey Spirit and the desire of Spirit to see all beings experience the blessing of plenty. Give with gratitude and grace from a wellspring of love and compassion, knowing that Spirit will respond by giving you all that you need in this moment and all moments to come. So I feel like this letting go when you're doing it from this space of kindness and compassion, it's a blessing to them and it's a blessing to you. And the sun just confirms that even more. So the sunstone is associated with the solar plexus chakra for joy, vitality, and optimism. And remember, it spoke of you needed to find self-love and self-worth, and only you are responsible for your own joy, right? So working on your solar plexus chakra, and maybe if you don't have sunstone, get yourself a sunstone. It supports personal empowerment and helps release a negative self-image. When you need an energy boost or an image boost, hold the card and focus on sunstone, connecting with the crystal's powerful vitality. So you can pause the video and focus on this. Or if you have a sunstone, or get yourself one. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Pile 1 viewers. I hope this helped. If it did, please click the like button. And as always, feel free to comment, share as much as you're willing to share about your personal stories. I'm always interested in hearing how, if any way, I've helped, or how Spirit has shown you messages and things like that. Feel free to share my videos. And if you haven't subscribed already, why not? It's free. Just click that subscribe icon at the end of the video. It's actually my logo. And as always, I truly appreciate you being here. Love, light, and healing. Hey, you selected pile 2. And you selected oak, the oak card, number 27. It says, don't just look within, dive deeply into the eternal realms of knowing. Okay, so let's see what this says. Oak represents wisdom. Wisdom isn't a static thing. It evolves, changes, and adapts as you learn new ways of knowing. Before you can be wise, you must be willing to accept that you don't have all the answers. Oak is here to change your perspective. Like an old, wise grandfather, Oak guides you to evaluate your beliefs to see if anything is out of alignment with who you are today. Perhaps what you knew to be true is now directly opposite from what you currently believe. Or perhaps who you thought you were supposed to be when you were younger is now completely different from who you actually are. Just like wisdom, your goals will evolve as time goes on. Some goals will be left behind, while others will morph into something else entirely. It's important to regularly check back in with where you are to make sure you are still situated on the most illuminated path. If you are confused about your next steps, Oak reminds you to reach out to the unseen support all around you. Commune with nature, the spirits, and the universe, and ask them to guide you. Okay. So, for pile 2 viewers, what is something that they need to work on, something that they haven't taken a look at and needs evolvement and change? Thank you. We have arrogant. It's interesting because when I was shuffling, preparing the deck for pile 2 viewers, this card came out. If you're insecure or fear rejection, this behavior surfaces. Work on accepting your true self and give yourself love as you are needing it. Wow. So what's interesting is taking a look at who you are. Maybe you've had you've already seen this change or this evolvement or morphine, and you're scared of it. Wrath. I guess, are you afraid of your family and friends? Because you've I hear for something. Now, this is a general reading, so take what resonates for you. Yeah, Spirit is definitely letting us know that this this change, these new belief systems that you're in, this spiritual awakening that you are, and you've started and you are continuing, has definitely morphed you into a different person. But you've got the love and support of all things eternal and etheric to help you. And this fear and insecurity is coming across as arrogance. However, this arrogance your fear of rejection is coming, like they're showing you, it's the community, it's everybody. It's not just family and friends, and you're afraid of the wrath that's going to come from the community. Like they're all, and it's interesting to me how we've got all these crows sitting in this tree, right? And you've got this tree, but this tree is talking about dive deeper into the ancient ones with their wisdom and knowledge. Don't let this illusion keep you stagnant. Like, what's interesting to me is these roots don't look healthy, right? They don't look healthy. They look parched for water. I mean, I don't know if you have plants in your house, but these to me look like they're searching for water. They're parched. All right, so we have the Son of Wands in reverse and the Three of Pentacles. So for pile 2 viewers, this fear of rejection, of like this fire that you've lit within you, this change that has taken place within you, you've kept it inside, and they're showing me how you've tested the waters by showing just the very tippy end of a branch, and the response that you got from your community was not loving and supportive. But the Three of Pentacles coming out says, like, it's interesting how they want me to word this. So the community that you are currently surrounded by for your love and support is parching you. It's not fulfilling you at all. They're leaving you parched and in this wrath energy, right? But the oak tree said, dive deep into the eternal realms of knowing. And here we have an anthill where go deep into rooting yourself in the spiritual community and work. The Three of Pentacles talks about working together, and ants are a huge community that work together. So surround yourself, like what they're showing me is you need to surround yourself more with like-minded individuals with Show who you really are. Love yourself, accept your true self, and show it to the world. The Hermit in reverse. So no more hiding, no more hibernating. It's time to come out. And you're going to be supported with the right community. Because this is where you need to walk away from. Ten of Wands. Yeah, it might feel like you're burning bridges. But do you, like, look at that energy? Do you want to be in that? Do you want to be there? I don't. So I'll gladly take my match and burn that all away. The Hangman. So it's time to look at things from a new perspective. Come out of your cocoon. Like your fear of rejection makes you feel like you're that caterpillar. But once you come out and show everyone your true self, they're going to see you as a butterfly, right? Okay. Pile 2 viewers, let's get some support from Spirit. How is Spirit going to support you through this? We have the Daydreamer, number 18. Oh, that was fast. I am radiating my light. Summer. So let's see. See, hibernation talks about wintertime. So they're saying, you know, come out. It's summertime now, even though wherever you are in the world, it might not be. But you need to treat yourself like summertime. It's almost impossible to recapture the whimsy and wonder of childhood in this present world with all its demands. But dragons are nothing if not friends of the impossible. This moment is calling you to the innocence of daydreaming. Search the clouds for friend shapes. Watch the butterflies. Oh my gosh. Watch the butterflies. Didn't I just say that? Watch yourself. True self. Accepting your true self. Look at yourself. You're the beautiful butterfly. Meander, relax, bask. It says bask, but bask in the sunshine. This earth can hold the gravity of your dragon heart so that your spirit can soar weightless and free into the skies of possibility. Imagination and inspiration are calling you. Answer from the heart. So summertime, abundance, fulfillment, expansion. Summer comes with a honey sweetness of celebration, growth, knowing your hard work has turned your dreams into blossoms that explode with a riot of color. As the days lengthen and the temperatures climb, so does the sun. We dance in its golden light, relishing the energy of life and vitality that seeps into our world. The summer card invites you to recognize your hard work and give yourself time for play. What things did you enjoy as a child that you haven't given time to do in a while? Now may be a time to explore your playful creativity and see where it leads you. This is really great. Like, don't live in this fear of rejection. Accept your true self. Show us who your true self is. You know that saying, you got to let go of old things to make room for new things. This old community, you know, it might not be everybody. It might feel like everybody, but in order, you got to, you know, burn those bridges and make room. 2 of Wands, you got to take that step. You're standing at the precipice of what your options are, right? Do I want to continue to live in insecurity and fear of being rejected and stay with a community that's not been supportive of me? Or do I trust what's within me and let it see the light of day? The Judgment card, rebirth, let go. And the Two of Cups, peace and love. This is for yourself. You'll find peace and love for yourself during this rebirth process. Look at yourself from a different perspective and just know that you're being supported. Okay, so at this point, pile 2 viewers, I'm going to pause the video and then we're going to have a pick a pile for your ending. Since it's a general reading, I want Spirit to give you the message you need on that final steps of guidance of what you need to do. So I'll be right back. Okay, so we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Pile 1 is a smoky quartz, and it is a phantom quartz. I don't know if you could see that. Let's see. Pile 2 is bismuth. And pile 3 is spirit quartz. So this is Spirit's final message to help guide you on what you need to do going forward. So if you selected smoky quartz, you have koala spirit. Spirit has a plan, number 35. And the lovers, rose quartz. I trust my knowing and make a commitment. Okay, koala spirit. Says, in nature, the koala moves slowly through the branches of the eucalyptus tree, leisurely chewing the leaves, reminding us that life is not a race or a competition. Chasing around after every distraction can keep us from recognizing that chasing around after every distraction can keep us from recognizing that we have all we need and that Spirit will always be there with gifts to sustain us. You're being asked to trust that by moving slowly with faith in the abundance that is everywhere, surrendering to a power greater than yourself, you will be able to experience the manifestation of your desire. As you take your time enjoying the riches available to you right now, sitting peacefully, you begin to radiate the joy and abundance you seek. Spirit is here to help you discover happiness, pleasure, and contentment, all the gifts that are yours now and in the future. Have faith and trust in Spirit's plan for you and know that you're loved and cherished. See that? So the Lover's card, I trust my knowing and make a commitment. I'm hearing like loving like this self-love. Work on accepting your true self and give yourself love as you are needing it. So work with rose quartz. You can pause the video whenever you feel that you need to just get some self-love energy. Use this rose quartz. Sending you that energy needed. So that's what Spirit has for you, pile 2, pile 1 viewers. Take your time with this. And it's interesting how this is an animal in the trees, just confirming the trees, right? Give yourself time and some more self-love and work with rose quartz, okay? All right, if you selected the bismuth, your cards are Armadillo Spirit, number 3, set healthy boundaries. And Queen of Swords, I protect what matters to me. Ametrine, very interesting. This is telling you to set healthy boundaries. And here we've got the Queen of Swords protecting her boundaries. So you want to work with Ametrine. Let's read this. The Armadillo Spirit, the beginning of the deck. Learning to set healthy boundaries is the gift of the Armadillo Spirit. You are entering a phase where, in order for you to be in alignment with your intentions and co-create your best life, you may have to be discerning and say no to many things that may have been okay for you in the past. Remember, you're burning away that old community. This also means that you need to learn where you end and where others begin. What is yours to own and what is not. Know your limits and understand that it's an empowering choice to say no and what doesn't feel right. Armadillo Spirit is here to tell you it's time to be honest with yourself about what you really want. Be clear on what you are agreeing to. Declare what your needs are and say no as a full sentence. These are they're having me stop reading. No. No is a full sentence, meaning you don't say no because blah and you don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to give a reason or an explanation. Saying no is your answer. Okay, so remember who you're saying it to. Stop giving the explaining. Just say no. Okay, so the Queen of Swords. This person is self-reliant and resilient and does not shy away from risks. So what rooted, like, think of yourself as this oak. It's a very strong, deeply rooted tree that's been around hundreds and hundreds of years. And who your true being is, who you truly are, your true self is beautiful. And you need to start standing in that truth and setting these healthy boundaries for yourself. Okay, that's what I have for you, pile two. Pile two, yours. All right, and then we have pile three. You selected the spirit quartz. We have Coyote Spirit, number 16, Trust in Divine Detours. And the Temperance card, I find clarity through calm, blue calcite. So, number 16. Do you find that you are being led on a strange detour in your life right now? Does it seem that what appears to be the next right action and the right choice, best situation, or fabulous relationship unexpectedly turns into the opposite or just disappears into thin air, as if you've been tricked? So, Coyote Spirit's trickster energy is designed to bring you into situations to teach you lessons you have forgotten to learn. And they don't want me to read the rest of this to tell you it's because you're not, remember, you haven't shown everybody who you truly are. So wherever you've been is not going to work because you've not been showing who you truly are. So these detours, take them as lessons, but just know that these steps that you have to take of burning away this old community, finding your new community, the Temperance card speaks of how usually in traditional tarot, she's got 1 foot on the land and 1 foot in the water, and it represents the connection with earth and spirit. So I'm going to grab, I have my blue calcite right here, and I'm going to put it here for you to pause the video and meditate on if you ever need to find a moment of clarity and calmness. Use the energy from blue calcite. Actually, this is Celestine, but I find it works just as well. Okay, so that's what I have for you, pile 3, pile 2, pile 3 viewers. Everybody, I hope this helped. If it did, please click the like button. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, just be sure to hit my logo at the end of this video. It'll be over here. And if you haven't liked my videos, start doing that too. It helps out my channel as well as sharing. And all the information is in the description box below. I appreciate you being here, and I look forward to connecting with you next time. Love and healing. Hey, pile 3 viewers. This is now my 3rd attempt at this pile. The first time the microphone wasn't working. The second time my battery ran out, so the camera shut down. So we're all charged up. Double checking. Yep, microphone is on. So hopefully we'll get this done today for the 11/11 reading. All right, so you picked Reaper, number 32, for the birth of something new to manifest. The death of something holding you back is inevitable. Your higher self chose this card because sometimes life is cruel and doesn't give you time to prepare for the end of something meaningful. Even if you saw the signs and knew it was coming, it can still feel like an unexpected shock when you reach the end of the road. Perhaps your desire to hold on too tightly to what was leaving you anyway is why Reaper has made its way to you. It's doing the heavy lifting because the universe knows this wasn't a choice you might have made for yourself. You could still be stuck in a situation that brings you harm had Reaper not stepped in on your behalf. It may not seem like it, but this card appearing in your reading represents the beginning of a much better life. You might pray for something, set your intentions, or do your spells hoping a magnificent dream will drop into your lap. But your big dream requires big changes. You must become the person who can achieve the goals you want. This kind of growth will require you to rid your life of anything that has held you back. And while the circumstances may be unpleasant, the results will bring you one step closer to the goals that are patiently waiting for you to evolve, so you have everything you need to ensure success. If you find yourself facing the end of a relationship or situation, know that this is an unhealthy attachment that does not support the person you are becoming. Okay. Pile 3 viewers. What does universe want you to see that you need to let go of? Selfish. You are wrapped in your own desires. Try looking at and caring about the needs of others. So it's interesting, the first 2 attempts, 2 different cards came out, but they all pretty much spoke of the same thing here. When you're so wrapped up in something that's not for your greatest and highest good, you might not see what's around you or the needs of others. All right, pile 3 viewers, what does universe want you to know and see at this 11/11 portal? What has Reaper come to cut away, remove from your life? Morning and night. All right, let's look at night. It is here that all the chatter, all the noise, all the action of the day subsides and quiet returns. Night creates a space to contemplate the day as a whole. What event had the most significant impact and will help you grow? Are there events impact? Are there events such as petty squabbles that serve you little and can be released into the dark? Night brings to your awareness your sleep hygiene. Okay, so it's interesting. So for pile 3 viewers, it's a general reading, take what resonates. You're wrapped up in your own desires so much that it's taking universe to send in the Reaper to cut it all away from you. It's an ending that must take place. Father of Pentacles, in reverse, the King of Pentacles. The obstacles and mountains within you. Because you're so focused on yourself and your own desires, it's creating this mountain. And this obstacle, and it's interesting because now here's a mountain, an anthill mountain. And the 3 of Pentacles, ants all work together as a community, right? They help each other out. They're like this one big chain link. So you need to, wow, okay, so that card just flew across the room. I'll grab it. Strength card. And it's interesting because that's the pelvic bone and 2 roses and the snake. So again, just confirming you being so wrapped up in your own like root. Okay. We got cards just flying out everywhere here for you. Okay. All right, so let's leave this as this. Okay, so you're not sitting in your King of Pentacles energy because of the selfishness that you're all wrapped up in your own desires. You're not looking at your community. And the Knight of Pentacles, it's like you're rushing through things. Like each tree trunk shows the rings of age, right? All the years that it's endured things, and over many different lifetimes. Some lives have been longer than others and shorter, but you, rather than moving slowly with intent and purpose, this selfishness that you're all up in has you moving too quickly. And this is the 10 of Swords, right? Death, decay, and it's definitely, I feel like Just confirmation of why the Reaper is here. All this must come to an end. It's like I'm getting the energy that I'm feeling. It's like universe is sounding this warning to you because you've kind of pretty much have been sleeping through what's being shown to you, what's being presented to you. You have a community. Like this is the heart. It's in the middle of these cards. Within the heart of your community, you have these people who are looking out for you and caring for you. But you've just been asleep to that, what's in front of you, because you're too focused on yourself. All right, let's see. Make sure my microphone is still on. Yes, it is. How is universe going to help you? Oh, you got 2 cards here. How is universe going to help pile 3 viewers? Let go of these old thinking ways, these old attachments, the selfishness. It's got to all go. So we have the compassionate and the evaluator, number 29 and number 44. And then we have Sagittarius. I trust in divine timing. And I was just talking about divine timing today with someone. It's interesting that it came out because here I was speaking about how you've been moving too fast, because where the Knight of Pentacles is the slow moving card of traditional tarot. And I feel like, look at all these lives. You've just been moving so quickly. All right, so the compassionate, number 29. And it says, dragons have scales to protect their molten core. You can think of their warmth as compassion and their scales as accountability. Between those two opposing forces, you access your power. Compassionate awareness is being called for in this moment, but not without accountability. Do you need to hold yourself or someone else accountable right now? What needs to be called out? Owned. Compassion keeps you warm and approachable, but it's accountability that keeps you fierce, protected, and holds your boundaries sacred. Use both in this situation. So remember, you're stepping out of the selfishness. So the compassionate dragon is saying, be accountable. Like, stand up in your truth and say, yes, I've been selfish. I'm sorry. I acknowledge that. I admit it. However you would word that for yourself. And then number 44, the evaluator. Oh, so the evaluator is the last card of the deck. Don't measure how valuable you are by the way you're treated. Like a dragon, you didn't sign up to be easily understood or constantly approved of. You're a unique and complex individual requiring love and understanding from self first and foremost. When your path starts to feel daunting or overwhelming, remember you came here to help heal the planet. You're rewriting life's story, healing your ancestors, unlearning the stifling rules of suffering and selflessness. You're also giving dragon energy to a whole new place in this world by learning to roar and to fly. Your value is non-negotiable, as unique as any dragon scale and twice as shiny. So what's interesting to me is you're being warned about your selfish energy, but yet you are supposed to see and value who you are, right? All the ancestors, all these lives. So it's interesting. What they want me to say to you is, when you're in ego and selfishness, This is where trouble will, that's the warning sign. But when you're emanating self-worth and compassion, let me get some confirmation here, for your community. Remember, I spoke about this. You have this community here that's for you. But everyone is of value. You're not above anyone, and nor is anybody above you. So this evaluator, you have to take a look at that. Look at yourself, but look at everybody else. We all have purpose here. We all have important missions to accomplish. And I feel like because you've been rushing through the trust in divine timing, it's like you can't force things to happen. You have to trust in the divine timing of things. All right, so we have here the Knight of Cups in reverse, which is immature love. The Seven of Swords, we have dishonesty, betrayal, the Death card. Here we go again. Change and transformation. The Two of Pentacles is about balance. And the King of Cups, strong and psychic. So this death and transformation that must take place within you, bringing you into a compassionate place. And when you're coming from that place, it's no longer an immature energy or weakness. But you have to be truthful. Remember, this talk about accountability, this card. You have to take accountability with your community. Speak to them truthfully. So this death and transformation that can take place will balance yourself. And if you're emanating in a balanced energy for love and compassion for yourself and for others, then you'll be standing in your King of Cups energy. Strong, emotions under control. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause the video, and I'm going to have, because this is a general reading, I'm going to have 3 piles to pick from as to what pick the pile you're drawn to for how Spirit's going to guide you with whatever this is. So I will see you in a second. Okay, so we have pile 1, which is the smoky quartz, and there's a phantom. If I can get that to show up. Smoky quartz. Pile 2 is the bismuth. And pile 3 is the spirit quartz. So take a moment, see which pile you're drawn to for your conclusion of how Spirit's going to help you. So if you selected the smoky quartz, Spirit says, we have the Canary Spirit, number 12, sing your own song, and the Two of Pentacles with the Malachite, I calmly make the best possible decision. All right, so let's see what the Canary Spirit says for you. Canary Spirit arrives to help you find your authentic voice and express what is in your heart. Free yourself to experience your inner light and let it shine. As Canary Spirit sings to remind you of your inherent joy and to support you as you sing your own song. So remember, when you're vibrating not from ego, selfishness, but from spiritual self-worth and self-love, the canary spirit will help you to sing that song. Now is the time to let the world know who you really are. And remember, evaluator, compassion, you're not above anyone. Everyone is important. Canary spirit's message is that you are free to be yourself and express your most cherished desires. The world wants to hear your song. So I calmly make the best possible decision. So the Two of Pentacles also talks about balance, right? So I would say maybe work with malachite, which will help you with your heart chakra. Open that up. That way you'll be able to, and it's interesting, the canary is wearing that crown. So again, that King of Cups energy, right? You can get there. It's going to take a little work, but the Reaper is here to cut away what needs to be cut away. Okay. Pile 2. If you picked bismuth, your cards are the Rhino Spirit, number 50, overcome any obstacles. And again, remember we spoke about the obstacles within you. And the Nine of Cups, I trust in the flow of life. And the aquamarine is the crystal to work with. So aquamarine would be your throat chakra. So maybe your obstacle has been the ability to not speak out against your own shortcomings and be honest. Okay, Rhino Spirit, we always have the choice to press ahead, and Rhino Spirit's strength offers you the power to break through stubborn obstacles. This animal spirit knows where there is more than one way to open a path to what you seek. When Rhino Spirit appears, you are reminded that you have a marvelous ability to overcome obstacles in multiple ways. By going around them, shattering them with the focus of clear, deliberate intentions, or even transforming them into clouds that drift away by refusing to allow them to limit you. Apply your Rhino Spirit with creativity and no obstacle can stand, for you have magic to make and many ways in which to make it. Your power is awesome right now. Rhino Spirit also wants to remind you that when an obstacle appears to prevent you from getting what you desire today, it means that something much better is coming. Keep that in mind when you consider the nature of the obstacle in front of you now. Great Spirit loves you so much and only wants the best for you. So, this obstacle that's within you was the ego selfishness, right? But connecting more with Spirit, Source, Universe, however you label it and identify it, and calling in these dragons will help you overcome this obstacle that's preventing you from achieving and receiving all that you're supposed to get. Okay. Pile 3, you picked the Spirit Quartz, and we have the Badger Spirit, number 4, be fearless and bold, and the Ace of Cups, also aquamarine. I welcome new love and trust what it brings. Okay. So the Badger Spirit. Badger Spirit rejoices at your persistence and commitment to what is true for you. Whatever you seek, your tenacity and faith in your partnership with Spirit is paying off, and the results will soon coalesce into form in your world. The gift of Badger Spirit is the surety that taking a risk now and being courageous, fearless, and bold will yield wondrous results. This is a time to harness your will and apply it consistently to the pursuit of your dreams. Know that no matter the temporary outer conditions, you will manifest your desires in divine timing. Just confirming divine timing. And in the form that spirit deems best for you. And your spirit says you have what it takes to get what you want. So assert yourself, be fearless and be bold, shining your light as your purpose calls you into the world. New relationships are also given a green light now. Don't be afraid to make the first move. Your spirit loves your brave and mighty heart. And here's the confirmation, the Ace of Cups, right? Universe has that love waiting, like it's all going to be divine timing, but there is an offer of love there for you. So for pile three viewers, I feel like you've done the work. You've worked on that selfishness. You've connected more. You've leased some attachments. You've walked away. You received your warning a while ago, and you woke up to it. So here's your confirmation that Spirit is saying you're done the work. I'm proud of you. So be fearless and bold because it's coming in divine timing. It's already there for you. And I always say for a blessing and abundance to come in, you've got to clear away and make room for it. And anything that was you felt rejected by was protecting you. So you weren't ready for it. Okay? All right, pile three viewers, I hope this helped. Please comment below if you like this additional pick a pile at the end of the reading, and if it resonated with you or not. If I helped in any way, please click the like button. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please click the logo at the end of the video over here. It truly helps me out. And as always, feel free to share my videos. I look forward to connecting with you next time. Love, light, and healing.